12 years old when the autopsy hit the man across the hallway. Watched him press my mother's dignity into the hallway. With one hand, the other holding something amber, something burning. I made a vow so clean and cut, so young, so unturning. Said I'd never be the shadow that descends without a warning. Never be the kind of cold that turns a household into mourning. Said I'd be the counter-architecture, the repudiation of every corridor of fear, every door of subjugation. I kept that vow for 7 years, then life began its sculpting. Slow and unremarkable, no single day of jolting. Revelation, just the incremental drift of choosing hard until the heart became the only thing I wasn't losing. I became the thing I swore against, not in the night, in increments. Each one reasonable, each one making sense, until the sum of them built the evidence against the boy who made that covenant. At 12 years old with violent innocence, I am the mirror's worst inheritance. The man I hated, wearing my own tints. It happened in the vernacular of ordinary pressure. First I learned that tenderness read as a kind of lesser. Currency in rooms where only granite held its value, so I calcified the softer parts, pretended to devalue them temporarily, just until the season turned more gentle. But the season never turned, and what was meant as rental armor became dermis, grew into the actual skin, and the man beneath the armor stopped distinguishing within. And I used the room the way he used the room for leverage, watched a man's uncertainty and treated it as beverage, something to consume to give me buoyancy and heightened. Didn't feel the echo of that 12-year-old's midnight. I became the thing I swore against, not in the night, in increments. Each one reasonable, each one making sense, until the sum of them built the evidence against the boy who made that covenant. At 12 years old with violent innocence, I am the mirror's worst inheritance. The man I hated, wearing my own tints. Came at dinner, something in the silverware, the way I placed it, the precision of my stare. When someone spoke out of cadence, how the room adjusted around my disapproval, how they trembled, how they trusted my displeasure more than their own judgment. And I felt it, the architecture of the fear I built. I finally smelt it from the other side, the atmospheric weight of being, the pressure in the room, the thing that stops the freeing of the air. And I set down my fork with something glacial, moving through my chest, the cold of the vestigial memory of a boy who watched and swore and meant it. Now the man across the hallway, I had become it. The cruelest metamorphosis is not the sudden violent kind. It's the one that wears the face of discipline and mind, that calls itself resilience through every reinvention, that mistakes the ossifying of the soul for genuine intention. I did not fall, I graduated into what I fled, with the citation of survival while becoming what I dread. And the tragedy is not the transformation, that's just living. The tragedy is all those years of unexamined giving myself permission, increment by increment, to hollow out the vow and fill the space with something I could swallow and call by a different name. Call it necessary, call it earned, while the boy at 12 just watched from somewhere deep and burned. The mirror doesn't lie, that's the oldest cruelty. I look and see the jawline of my own duality. The boy who swore, the man who swore him off, the vow that built the scaffold for the self at last. I am what I autopsy at 12, wearing different clothes, the same hallway, the same amber, the same door that no one ever closes.